Hey guys, it's Loca here with Loca Love Tarot. Sorry about the lighting. I am in my sunroom, trying to get like a good grasp on the lighting. So I tried to open some of the windows so it could reflect the light on me. It's not really working, but just bear with me, all right, guys. So this is a direct message for a lot of the divine feminine that who have already been through the dark night of the soul. If one of your core inner child wounds, when it came to digging out all that turmoil that you had to deal with, that was triggered by your twin flame, was abandonment, this is a message for you, especially for you and anybody else who has those or who has had those abandonment issues when it comes to your inner child or your divine masculine coming into your life. If you are trying, even subconsciously, to avoid the fact that you are in separation, and this is subconscious, it's very subconscious, because the message was relayed to me for the collective, but I've even found myself doing it because I am a part of this twin flame journey just as well as you. That's why I'm an advocate for divine feminine, because I feel like I get the messages for divine feminine so clearly, and it's specifically for me to relay to you guys. Okay, so if you guys feel that abandonment was one of the things that you had to heal, if you are substituting that with a new relationship, if you are substituting that with drugs, alcohol, with studying, going to work hardcore, just know that this is a part of a hinder when it comes to this testing, when it comes to divine union. All right, and I got a clear message that since the 1111 portal has come, this is time for our consciousness to rise when it comes to this twin flame journey that we are in with our divine masculine. As you guys can see, I already shuffled. We have Justice at the bottom of the deck when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess, okay? Making a decision about which route we're going to go when it comes to this divine order we're in. This divine order we set for ourselves, not in this life, not in our past life, not in our past life, but in every life that we have had. Because think about it. If you're doing something, your divine soul, your soul, it feels that. So if you are talking to another person, or if you are trying to bury your head into something else that's going to make you feel better for the time being, instead of thinking about, wow, maybe I need to go dig back deep into my dark night of the soul and see why I'm tapping back into a certain thing. When I said we're getting tested, this is one of the tests. And I even had to check myself on it because, as you guys know, I have been talking about how I was about to go on vacation, how I was about to do a few things. And then I realized there's a reason why every time I try and do something, or every time someone tries to come into my euphoric energy, like, spirit just smites it down. Now, the reason that I felt like I was actually getting to do a lot of stuff, like with my divine counterpart, which is not my twin flame, which is just, I'm sorry, not my divine counterpart, but the divine masculine that I had recently known, is because it was a test. It was like a trigger. And so I'm just now realizing this, and I've gotten that download. So it's like, you have to be committed. If you actually want union, you have to be committed to this mission that you're on. And you have to know that whatever you're doing is a mirror. Okay, right? And I had to tell divine masculine that's not like a mirror as in they're going to be doing the same thing. Like, since I'm over here talking to Billy Joel, they're going to be over there talking to Tina, whatever. No, it's not like that, but it's a 5D mirror. So it's like, I see that you're manipulating something. I see that you are hindering our growth. So I'm going to do something on my end to do the same. But the thing is, right now, since divine masculine is actually doing what they need to do, Spirit's looking at us like, all right, time to get back in your divine feminine energy. And that's the direct message I got, was it's time. Okay, it is okay for us to be building ourselves up in the 3D, but it's time for us to get back in tune with our divine feminine energy. And it's also time for a divine masculine, once they finish up, because I feel they are going to finish this dark night of the soul a little, like, kind of quick, guys. I want to say a lot of our divine masculine are going to finish this cycle mid-January up until like March. So it's going to be quicker than a lot of cycles. And even first, I just heard December 21st. That is the end of the portal. So that's probably why I'm hearing it. And I just heard December 22nd as well. I don't know. Maybe it's because my birthday. But It's the end of the portal as well as the winter solstice. Okay, so a lot of them are getting tapped in, and the reason why they're going through this so quickly, and you're like, damn, how's he's finally recognizing it? It took me months, or it took me, this long. It's because we're getting triggered. Is the activation that we really need to go through when it comes to this twin flame journey. We are here to awaken, the consciousness on Earth. We are here to spread unconditional love. And once you know that you unconditionally love yourself, you know that you have no choice but to unconditionally love your counterpart. And even though some people, I've even said it, I love I unconditionally love my counterpart. But my thing is, if I unconditionally love my counterpart, then I would unconditionally want to work on myself so I could get back to, having that grace and knowing that I'm doing the right thing when it comes to this journey. And it's not the fact of having that grace, that knowing I'm doing the right thing when it comes to my twin flame or coming to a reunion, because when you're doing the right thing to come to your grace on this journey, you're automatically going to get to reunion. I just saw 44 on the clock. You're going to come to reunion. Okay, you guys are divine counterparts. Whether you decide to quit out on this union within this life or not, you guys are always going to be thinking about each other. You think about your twin 24/7, right? It doesn't go away. You can have times where they're on the back of your mind, but if you're doing that and you don't have temporary amnesia of your twin, what makes you think that they aren't doing the same thing? You get what I'm saying? And if you think that they don't feel your energy just like you feel their energy, a lot of us that are empathic, and a lot of us that are truly in tune with ourselves, with our being, with our 5D feminine, divine feminine, you feel that your divine masculine is growing. And that's why I purged today, and I haven't purged in so long. And I'm like, I woke up like, what's going on? Why am I in this energy, right? And I'm like, I knew off rip, this isn't my energy. So of course, whose energy is it? It was my divine masculine's energy. And I'm like, okay, so I'm feeling him through the 5D. I wake up in the 3D, and his 5D energetic field is still around me. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was still in that energy of, oh, fuck, and I realized that it's him going through the dark night of the soul. Of course, we've been feeling it, but the thing is, now it's time for us to look at ourselves, give divine masculine their masculinity back. That is not for us to carry, it's for them to carry, right? We are the divine feminine. It's time for us to sit back and stay in our healing energy. All right, and this is where justice comes into play. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling, but this is definitely where justice comes into play. We need to start getting back into our divine feminine energy. I know for the longest, and this is how traditionally when it comes to twin flame relationships, we usually switch roles. That's what happens when it goes through they're going through the dark night of the soul. It's 10:22 again on this clock. I don't know if I said that already. I think I said that in the previous video, but it may be significant to someone. My clocks are all like different numbers, so whenever I see synchronicities, I see them on like all my clocks. So it'll be like 11:11, and then like 5 minutes later I'll see 11:11 here, and it's like, yeah. But anyways, it's time for us to give them back that dominance. It's time for us to give them back that, that lead. It's time for us to stand in our energy. And when I say stand in our energy, I don't mean check up on them. I don't mean go to them and be like, I'm nurturing and I'm here, and if you need me, no. It's time for us to step back and stand in our energy. Stand in that divine feminine. But give them their divinity back. Give them their divine masculine back. We've had it for a while now. We already see where we're going. We see our outcome. Now it's time to picture an outcome where your divine masculine can picture that as well. Do you get what I'm saying? What do I need to tell divine feminine? Now this doesn't mean like look for reunion. No, I'm not saying that. At all. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. What did I say? Nine of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles. You know where you're going when it comes to this situation. Now it's time for you to give that knowledge of, hey, divine masculine is the emperor. They're about control. And once they go through the dark night of the soul, once they figure out how they can function with the dark night of the soul, which they're doing rapidly, quickly. I'm purging. I went through my dark night of the soul months ago, guys, and I'm purging for my twin. Do you get what I'm saying? They're getting through it very quickly. All right. So, wish fulfillment is getting to that, getting to where you need to go. But as you saw, you're still a queen. You still have all those queens within you. You're the empress, you're divine feminine, right? So it's like, stay in that feminine energy as a queen. You're nurturing, you're giving. Yes. So give that masculine, King of Pentacles energy back to your divine masculine is what I'm getting. Like, let them be in control. Let them, see where they want to go. See the long distance of what this truly is, okay? What else do you want Divine Feminine to know when it comes to this topic? What else do you want Divine Feminine to know? Excuse me, guys. I need to get comfy. What else do you want Divine Feminine to know? What else do you want Divine Feminine to know? It's like we're walking away from, again, the divine masculine. We're walking away from needing to have that, needing to have comfort in something that isn't really serving us, with the Knight of Pentacles, walking away from the Nine of Swords. Okay, our wish fulfillment is to start something new. I think a lot of us thought, and even I did, I faltered, not when it came to my twin, but I faltered when it came to my self-growth. And it's like the abandonment when it came to me, one, because I had plenty of triggers, plenty of inner child shit I needed to work on. One of them was childhood abandonment, or one of them was abandonment. And I told my twin this at the beginning of our relationship. And what really triggered me is we had like a huge talk about this, and it still ended up happening, right? And the thing is, it's like we're finally walking away from the thought that us being comforted by something other than our wish fulfillment, which is to start something new, where within this journey, that's also a form of us attaching ourselves to something so we don't feel that abandonment trigger, okay? That's why I started off by saying this download that I got was something really, really, it's for the femmes that have already been through the Dark Night of the Soul, or could be currently going through. I just saw 11:55 on the clock. Beginning, new beginnings, cycles ending, as well as new changes coming is 11:55, okay? But it's like look, just like that, you finally realizing what needs to stop. And it is you going back and tapping in. And it's funny because I kept getting the Tower for Divine Feminine when I was doing pre-shuffles and shit like that. But it's like we're kind of tapping into our Dark Night of the Soul and checking the checklist off and making sure that we are fully healed from this shit. Because our Divine Masculine, they're coming in quick. And I want you to know that. And the thing is, I feel like it's like... Excuse me, I said this to Divine Masculine the other night, and it just popped in my head. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? So a lot of us, if you are subconsciously, and if you're thinking about it right now, like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. Nah, I'm not doing that shit. But it's like, if you're doing your certain thing, if you're with that certain person, if you're at work and you do get a second, or it's not even that you get a second, your Divine Masculine pops in your head and you try and push it away, and your Divine Masculine pops in your head and you try and push it away, and your Divine Masculine pops in your head. Oh, what do you think that is? Like, let's be realistic. What do you think that is? Do you think it's just because they've been in your head for the past, months, weeks, years? No, it's the fact that your Divine Masculine is currently trying to speak with you, is currently trying to connect with you in the 5D, okay? A lot of people are having this telepathic connection with their Divine Masculine, okay? And the thing is, it's like, you're walking away from all thoughts of trying to harm yourself when it comes to this journey. What else does our Divine Feminine need to know? What else does our Divine Feminine need to know? Sorry, guys. What else is our Divine Feminine? I just went back and watched like a few of my videos, and my boobs are just like... So I apologize to all the people that have watched those. Please forgive me. What else does our Divine Feminine need to know when it comes to this twin flame journey? What else does our Divine Feminine need to know? Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's like... I feel like it was like a burden that we were like really, really trying to get rid of, okay, guys? And the thing is, like, with this Nine of Wands, it's like she's cutting off 3 of those wands, if you could see. She's cutting down 3 of those wands because she wanted success. And then we have the Magician, of course, And it's like we're going in the right direction, but it was like we were going in the right direction when it came to attention. Excuse my nail, guys. I'm going to get it refixed tomorrow. I was trying to bake cookies with my kid and I opened the fridge too quick as I was dancing. Yeah, anyways. But it's like we manifested happiness and we manifested passion, and guess what the universe gave us? Happiness and passion in the form of what? Either work, or either a divine masculine, or either something that we really liked. But it was like we started to use that as a crutch in order for us not to think. It was like it was a substitution. And it's like we called that upon ourselves. It's like we manifested that, and it ended up being this Five of Swords. Is ultimately self-sabotage, okay? And I hate to like crack down and sound like a bitch when I'm talking about this, but it's like I want you guys to know that I'm literally talking about this in some forms to myself as well. We are on, like I said before, we're on this journey together. We may be at different aspects of this journey, but I promise you guys we are all on this journey together. And again, that's why I'm an advocate for the divine feminine. And I feel like that is typically why my twin flame relationship is so like textbook. Like everything about my twin flame relationship is like literally you could check it off. Like dreaming about each other, check. You know, instant recognition, check. Like past life, check. Everything is like, and I feel like if it was more crazier than what it was, I probably wouldn't be able to relay this message the way I'm relaying it to you guys, okay? Tell me more. What else do I need to tell divine feminine? What else do I need to tell divine feminine? And it's so funny, I was just, okay. Yeah, it's like we need to go back towards our, again, another queen. The thing is, it's like we need to go back into our queen energy. When it comes to this Four of Wands, that's the twin flame card, 1111, all right, guys? It's like we need to go back into that energy of I'm standing in my power as a divine feminine. You don't see a divine masculine in there, do you? No, you see a divine feminine with the Queen of Swords. You can still hold your ground, and you can still get your shit right, and you can still have boundaries, and you can still do all of that, but just make sure you're in that divine feminine energy. Not that cold. And emperors aren't cold-hearted. I want you to know they're very passionate and poised about things. They're very strategic as well, and they're very well, and I don't want to say well and I want to say well, and they maintain their structure is what I'm basically trying to say. It's not like they're cold towards you. Very passionate people, the emperor, the divine masculine, when they are healed, okay? So this is like very structural energy for us as well, with the Queen of Swords going right into the Four of Wands. It's basically telling you that you can still be in power and you can still hold your ground. The thing is, you have to choose which route you're going to go, okay? Because, look, it looks like if you're having fun celebrating and going towards this new passion, you know, or this vice, I want to say, it's going to lead you to this Nine of Swords, okay? And I see that it is fun, but it's like eventually you're going to have to make that decision to go to the Hierophant, which is a higher level of knowledge, a higher form of learning. Okay, guys, 33 on this clock, 10:33. So, can you guys see 33? Anyways, it's like you're going to have to go to this higher learning. You're going to have to go back into that healing, okay? And this was just like, again, it was like a warning ahead of time. And I know it's probably contradicting a lot of the videos that I made, but when Spirit relays a message to me, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, Spirit, you just told me the other day. Fuck no. Who do I look like questioning Spirit or Source? You know, that's not me. I'm a divine channel, so whatever the hell they have to tell me, I let you guys know. And I just saw 1844 on the clock as I was saying that, which is the number of angelic beings being around me and being listened to and being heard, right? So it's like I don't question the messages I get. All right. What else does Divine Feminine need to know? A lot of you guys aren't going to like this video, and that's cool with me. It's just, you know, if you want to be realistic about this union, if you want to be realistic about how you're building yourself, who you're building yourself to be as a divine feminine and this on this earth in 2020 during the 1111 portal, let's be realistic. You have way more power and grasp than you think you do. All right. And the thing is, you're tapping into it right now. And if you want to tap into it fully, if you want to tap into who you truly are fully, it's time to just wake the fuck up and think about you. Now, when I say wake the fuck up and think about you, it's time to wake the fuck up, think about you, but it's time to do it in a compassionate way. Do not be cold-hearted to your divine masculine. Do not be cold-hearted into other divine masculines who have fucked you over. If you still are, you should have healed that shit while you were in your dark night of the soul. And if you haven't, you have not went through the dark night of the soul. And I advise you to go ahead and start doing some digging within self, okay? Especially during this 1111 portal, it is very crucial to figure out what the hell is going on within here and within here, okay? It's all about the Holy Trinity, guys. It's all about self. It's all about loving self. It's all about knowing self. It's all about knowing I am, you know? And the thing is, when it comes to knowing self, that sounds very selfish, but it's not, because you are your twin. You guys marry each other, you're the same soul. That's why you guys, when you first met, you had that what? Soul recognition. That's why when you guys first started talking, you remembered them from somewhere, but where was it? It's like I've known you before, right? But we don't got to get into what twin flames are. If you're watching this, you truly know what a twin flame is, right? And if you're watching this and you're still fucking here, then you probably have been going through the same shit. Like waking up, feeling your divine masculine's energy, hearing their voice in your head, like hearing messages from them, like they're fucking driving you crazy. I turned off my my telepathy with my twin a long time ago because I couldn't deal. All right, I couldn't deal with the shit. It was just 21:11 on the clock. We have the sun on the bottom of the deck with the 7 of Wands, and right here we have the Chariot to the 8 of Cups to the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. All right, so it looks like you're going quickly towards walking away from this, again, this form of abandonment. It's like we, and I hate to say it, it's like some of us just set ourselves up to go back into that abandonment. And that's why I think it was like a few readings back, I was like, we're starting to, you know, relapse. We're starting to go back into some energy. And a lot of us were like, yeah, a lot of people that did personal readings with me were like, yeah, I was in that energy, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, we're catching it and we're noticing it. And with us catching that and noticing that, and the spirits guiding us and telling us, hey, look, you know, stop fucking up. The test and the triggers, we're coming to victory when it comes to that. There's no more in our head abandonment. That's why I said subconscious. Look at this. This is a very subconscious card. It's like all within here, not right here, okay, if you think about it. And it is kind of flipped. When it comes to conscious and subconscious, when it comes to twin flame relationships, it's very much so a paradox. It's like very... It's hard to explain, guys, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about because you've probably been here. But I do see us going within and then planting ourselves and going back onto our venture when it comes to going towards healing, going towards our actual goals. And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, well, I never faltered from my goal. I never fell from my goal. Well, neither did I, you know, but at the same time, it's like we could still be on the right track towards our goals, but we could still make mistakes. Some of our throat chakras are kind of tight. Either that or spirit is telling me that I'm saying a little too much. So guys, take into consideration all that I've told you so far. What else do you want them to know? I do see my computer starting to glitch as well. So I think spirit is telling me that I just heard it's time to heal. And now I'm hearing that song, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. And that's so funny because I don't know if I sung that in a different Divine Feminine video or if I just sung it to myself. Oh, no. It's funny. Okay, so it's telling you, Spirit, thank you. So it's time to heal comes from whatever you were advising as your abandonment, because the Spirit just showed me, I was singing that song to myself about a certain situation, which has something to do with what I'm talking about right now. Okay, guys? So it is time to heal from abandonment. It's time to heal from certain aspects of self that you still have attached to you. Even if you think you're fully healed, it's time to go write a letter to your higher self. Go write a letter to your divine masculine. Tell them how you're healing yourself. Because at the end of the day, they're healing right now. And that's why a lot of us, even though I was in a shitty mood earlier today, I got in that kitchen after I worked out today and I was cooking and singing, so I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really, like Spice Girls up the ass, right? Like I felt good as a fuck. And that's how you're supposed to feel. And the thing is, you go through these stages when it comes to twin flame relationship, and that is like the stage of transformation. It's the stage of the beautiful, the beautiful metamorphosis that you're going through. Like you're hatching. Okay, Spirit is definitely telling me that I'm speaking too much on this. I am kind of getting a little coldy cold, guys. So please excuse the nose and the, the mouth breathing that I've been doing lately on the past few videos. The weather's really fucking me up out here. One last card. Can I have one? Okay, we got two. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Queen of Cups to the Four of Pentacles to the Hermit. And this is beautiful energy. I'm glad we ended on this. This is you giving love to yourself again. Still receiving that love from yourself. But I think it is time for us to go dig deep. Go back into sort of that shadow phase. And see why we still got triggered by that. And it's always going to be something that when it comes to our divine masculine, it was 25:55 on the clock just then. New changes are coming. A lot of shit is changing with us. Give me a second. I'm going to grab my goddess deck. But it's like when they go through this healing, we end up going through some of our triggers. They end up being triggered again. But it's not like how we were in the Dark Night of the Soul. When I said I purged today, it was so weird. I cried and I had no emotion connected. If that makes any sense. You guys, if it's not making sense right now, it'll make sense in either a few days or a week to come. I cried and I had no emotion connected to it. So it was like I was purging, but it was just like purging like maybe like what they were going through, or purging the thoughts of what was ending, like the past that was ending. And I feel like it's because our twins are like realizing that the past is really over. Like it's done. Like you can't get that back. It's dead. The past is dead. Like you can't get that back. You cannot get that back. What do you want Divine Feminines to know? What did I say? What did I say? Endings and beginnings. Look at this. Like it's time to end cycles. The old must be released so that the new can enter. What did I just say? The past is dead. It is completely dead. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Purging. You're going to be very emotional this week is what I'm feeling. For the next 2 weeks, I'm even feeling, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right, okay? So don't back down from this fight. Expect a miracle with boldness at the bottom. Have faith in your prayers. Have faith. Your prayers have been heard and are being rewarded. What else do you want Divine Feminine to know? What else do you want Divine Feminine to know? Boundaries. Again, what was I just talking about? It's okay. And then you have Easy Does It. It's okay to have, to love yourself and have boundaries, but stay in your energy when you have these boundaries, okay? It's time, I can't stress that, it's time to give Divine Masculine their power back. Give it back to them. We don't need it. We're Divine Feminine. What do we need that for? Give it to them so they can understand. Yes, they had to have our energy for a little bit. They had to get that yin and yang fixed within them, right? But it's time to give that back to them. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. And I feel like that is like, when it's others, I don't think it just means others as in people. I think it means others as in certain aspects of, work, certain aspects of hobbies that we're doing. Like, I'm not going to be doing tarot I think this up and coming week, because I have exams on the 29th, and then after that I have midterms the 29th, and then after that I have my final exam. So I'm not going to be doing tarot. You guys aren't going to see me up here unless I get like a real big download. Okay, guys, 10:44 on my clock. The synchronicities just keep shooting at me. They always have, but especially during this video now. It says there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. And I feel like that is true, but I do feel like it's very much so sped up. This is the last card, and I'm going to end it because Spirit is really like tripping me up on my words, and my throat chakra is acting up. So I feel like a lot of this Spirit wants you guys to grasp and understand on your own. Spirit doesn't want me to relate everything that they told me today. So yeah. Wow, I'm hearing the song. I thought I had to sneeze. He won't go. He can't do it on his own. If this ain't love, then what is? I'm ready to. What is it? I forgot, but it's called He Won't Go by Adele. I haven't heard that in fucking months. You guys should go listen to that. If this ain't love, then what is? I'm ready to take the risk. So I won't go. I feel like a lot of you guys have been really like thinking about your divine masculine and kind of dwelling on it. Focused intention, you guys. Let's always stay focused when it comes to what we want in our outcoming goal, like our outcome when it comes to this twin flame relationship, our outcome when it comes to this twin flame journey. Yeah, a lot of people say it was 31:11 when I just looked at the clock, but a lot of people say, oh, stop thinking about your twin flame in the second and third. I don't think we've been thinking about our twin flame, like focusing and obsessed about our twin flame in a minute. I'm pretty sure, right, divine feminine? Find passion at the bottom of the deck. I think it's like it's very different when it comes to obsessing about your divine masculine and you being connected to your soul when it comes to them. Reciprocity, equal give and take, underlying love. You guys, it's all about unconditional love, and I'm gonna end it here. I wish you guys the best. I love you all. Bye.